That's alright, Mama. That's alright with you. That's alright, Mama. And just in the way you do. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright now, Mama. Anyway you do. Come on now, can you feel the pain? Into him now, about this new world. Ain't no train. Papa's got a brand new eye. Purple haze in my brain. Lately things just always seem the same. Acting funny and I don't know why. Excuse me while I kiss the sky.
What is going on, Don't Unfriend Me Nation? We got a full house tonight. Myself, Olivia, and Hayden.
Hi.
Everybody, we are all here. We just got back from the Winsome Sears rally in Virginia. I apologize that I did not stream live, and I also apologize that I didn't tell anyone I was going because,
We didn't know.
well, not quite, but yeah, there was a little bit of that, but also because we don't want to announce where we're going to be. That's also not very smart. So I didn't tell anyone where we were in particular. But we took a couple of videos and some photos. We want to talk a little bit about it with you, and we hope that you will stick around and enjoy us for this Saturday special event where we can talk a little bit about some very cool things that happened. Hayden, definitely, yeah?
Oh my gosh. I'm like still in shock. Oh my gosh.
So
She's
well,
excited.
there's
So happy.
I'm so happy.
so happy.
So an exciting time. We'll tell you all about it. We got to meet all the candidates. Yes, we got some interesting commitments, not just for the show, but for Hayden as well. And the puppy's happy because she was very upset that we were not home, and we're here now.
Yeah, we are never not gone after dark.
Yeah, so she didn't like being home alone after dark. So everybody, we're home, and we can't wait to tell you all about what just took place. And we'll be back in 3 minutes to tell you what happened. See you then.
Do you want the truth? Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more fucked up than the lies on the evening news. Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up for the party ends. Agree or disagree, stop offering me. 'Cause I'm everything you want. Damn, show what you need. I won't tell no lies. Back up on the facts with truth. And if you can't get down with that, you must be somebody's dog.
guys, Barry Morgenstein, America's headshot photographer, coming to you from my New York City studio. Great friend of the Dumb Show. It is now time to put down the camera because it's almost 7 p.m. and I'm gonna watch the coolest, the most real and raw show on the internet. It's on every night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the coolest guys, Matt, Olivia, Leroy, and Amy. You guys have to tune in to see it. It's gonna be something incredible every night. Check it out.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.
Michelle Lionberger says, good evening. The Stars just lost. Cheer me up. They're going to have to play the Avs in the playoffs. Merry Christmas. Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me show. Kind of excited. We had one heck of a cool thing that we just got back from and want to share it with y'all. The orange hats are creating an interesting color.
Yes, they are.
Okay, who wants to start? Well, why don't we start?
Why don't we start at the beginning of what we did?
Why we decided to go and what we were doing. We were watching the Avs winning, and then we left in the middle. So that was stupid.
They were not winning.
Well, they were winning, and then we started talking, and then they allowed the goal, and then it doesn't matter. They got a point. That's all that matters. Go ahead.
So we were eating honey sesame chicken, which was really good, by the way.
That was good.
And
legit, not low
low
key.
key.
No, it was high.
It was
high
low key, really good.
It was
low key, really
low key,
good.
real good.
Okay.
Yeah, it was low key, really good.
It was very skibbity.
No, that's bad.
6, 7.
6, 7.
You have to do it right. You can't go 6, 7. You have to go 6, 7.
6, 7.
Yeah, you have to like 6, 7.
Okay, now I know.
Oh my goodness.
So we were eating a honey sesame chicken, and Mom at 5:06 goes,
because Amy texted.
yeah,
Amy
goes,
texted.
so there's a Winsome Sears rally 15 minutes away, but we had to be there 5 minutes ago.
And we forgot that it was happening. We were going to go.
Yeah, we totally forgot.
And I went, we should go. And Mom was like, no, I don't have time to get ready. So then we sat down, we watched hockey, and now it's 5:30. And I'm like, can we please go? And Mom like sat there for like 5 minutes, was like, fine. And then so I ran downstairs. I wish I had more notice because I had 5 minutes to find something red and to look presentable because I hadn't washed my face from Halloween last night, so I had like old eyeliner covered on me. It was so bad. And we decided to go, and we get there and they give us select seating behind the stage, which I thought was really, really cool. And so while everybody else was kind of sitting in the crowd, we got to go right next to the stage, and we got to meet everybody.
Well, hold on a second. Now you're jumping way too fast. That's
So
not how you
cool.
do this.
So
You
cool.
can't tell everybody what happened.
We got behind the stage seating.
Talk about just like not burying the lead.
Exactly.
Gosh, girl. All right, so here we go. I had to zoom you out. So, okay, so we walk in, and we thought we were. What are you doing?
Moving the mic.
No, mic stays right in front of your face.
Yep, it's got to. Otherwise, it's going to be
Right in
too
front of your
loud.
mouth, or you'll be too quiet.
Got it.
So we go and we pull in, and we recognize a few people, but nothing huge. And as we walk in, we're immediately manhandled. Like, not manhandled like physically, but they redirect us, and we get an assigned usher. And I'm like, what the hell? Well, the reason why is because Hayden was the only kid in the entire place. There were no kids. Zero.
They were like babies.
They
They
were
were like
babies,
3-year-olds.
That's not a
and
kid.
Infants.
But
But
there
as
was
far as the
nobody her
teenagers,
age.
yeah.
Right. There was no teenagers. So, of course, they're going to select us. We're white. We're a good-looking family. We present well on camera. So they grab us and they put us right on the back. And, like, we get perfect. I mean, we were probably 10 feet away from the stage, if that.
Mm-hmm.
So as we're sitting there and I'm we're mingling, we start doing the Spear family thing, which is talking to everybody so we can hand out cards. I see the sheriff, who runs the entire area that we live in, and I go say hi because he's a friend of a friend, and we've met and talked at the diner, and we shake hands and say hello, and I made sure everyone saw that, right, because that's important. Okay, so we watch it. And then what, guys?
Well, I mean, they just played a bunch of music, and then the first person came out, and I think Gary Higgins was the first person.
Yes,
to come
Gary
out.
Higgins was the first
so
one.
Gary Higgins came out.
And we have a Gary Higgins sign somewhere.
We do. We have a Gary Higgins sign somewhere. Make sure that mic is right up to your mouth, like we're talking an inch away.
Okay.
Just move the mic. There you go.
Hi.
Hi. Perfect. So, the funny thing is we're sitting right next to Gary Higgins' wife.
And we didn't know that.
Right. We had no idea, but we did say hello, right, Liv?
Yeah, because he actually was like walking around and he was talking to people behind us. And I was like, is that Gary Higgins? I think that might be Gary Higgins.
Right.
So immediately I go and look him up because I'm like,
on the phone. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not sure.
I'm like, that's Gary Higgins. And so I'm like, let's go meet him. So we walked down there.
And he goes, you want a picture with me?
Yeah, we're like, can we get a picture?
And he was like, you want a picture with me?
Yeah.
Like, yes, we want a picture with you. You're Gary Higgins.
And then he introduced us to his wife, and it was really cool.
Yeah. So
Who's got the picture?
I have
with
the
him?
pictures.
Okay.
So send the pictures back to me.
Okay. I got a lot of photos.
Yes, I did.
I'm
too.
like a little.
So did I, but
influencer.
I don't have the Gary Higgins photos yet. It hasn't uploaded. So send them to me via text real quick. So we met Gary Higgins, super low key awesome.
Very down to earth, just cool guy.
Low key awesome. He was nice. Very nice guy.
He was really sweet.
Nice man. Did you send him to me, sweetie?
I did.
Okay. So those are coming. So I'm just checking these. Hold on. Here we go.
They just sent.
Got him.
Yep.
I low key got him.
No, that's not how you use Loki.
Oh, whatever.
Guys, I'm so happy.
I know. Well, yeah, but you can't say anything. You got to slow. Listen, this is why we do a show. Okay, slow down. Don't tell them yet. All right. So let me just get this closed. And he reminded me so much of my dad. Oh,
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, he a little bit looks like him.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Okay, I gotta reopen this. Just hold on, everybody. Unanticipated, unforced error here. Okay, I gotta drag it out of here first. Okay, there we go. And then I gotta open it. Come on. There we go. Okay. So here is the photo. And you can tell we were all in like Saturday clothes. We're like not, I would have worn a suit and a tie and been respectable. But lo and behold, this is Virginia. So I was okay.
I just went downstairs and grabbed the only red thing that I own, which happens to be an NFL jersey of a team that I don't like.
And ironically, we both decided to wear show gear, and we just happened to grab the same shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
And like they got so many compliments on their shirts, and then I was handing out cards like a little business lady. I was like, "Here's their card. You can call them if you want."
Yeah,
really
so
cool.
so was a really nice guy, and put his arm around us. It was great. It was just awesome. It was fun. So we got that picture. That's a great picture. That'll go up on the site. So we had a chance to meet him, and I pulled staffers aside, and I said, "Listen, I'm going to go and take a picture over on the side here and do a video for my Facebook page." And one of the ladies like, "Who are you? You look so familiar." And I said, "Well, I have a little podcast here in Virginia." She goes, "What's it called?" And I said, "The Don't Unfriend Me Show." And she's like, "Oh my God, I know that show." And she was like, "I thought that was you." I said, "Great." So I said, "Can I take it?" And she goes, "Yes." And then she goes, "You have your card?" And I gave her a card. And then I saw her immediately go over and talk to somebody, which wound up being a campaign manager of Winsome Sears. And then I also, the greeter, I gave her my card and said, "Listen, we've been trying to get a hold of Sears and Jason Maris and Higgins for a while to get them on the show. You guys are running out of time. It's Saturday, and we'll do a special show, but we need to get these guys on. Let's go." And I don't care if they're like, "Yeah, but we've been busy 3 days, nonstop." I said, it's 15 minutes. When you're in a car, call in, whatever, get in. So they went ahead and called in, or said that they would give the information. Okay, so we got that done. Check that box. Then we met Gary Higgins' wife, and she was really sweet, and we took a picture for a couple people, and then we sat down and we just did the thing. Then I did this video, which when it's online, it's doing really well right now, which I thought was pretty cool. Let me see if I can find this thing. Pardon me.
Wouldn't it be in videos?
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, that one's on there. So, stall. You guys talk about something real quick while I look this up.
I could yap about Legally Blonde.
Come on. No, talk about this.
Talk about this.
Oh, talk about this? Okay.
So what else did we miss? What else happened?
Well, we met a lot of cool
then
people.
Jason Maris came in, right? Oh, well, there was the Green Beret behind me.
Yeah.
There was a
Green
a
Beret.
military guy.
He just got out.
Just got out, served 14
months
years.
in September.
He was in Bragg and in Benning, and I told him I went to jump school. He was like, "Oh my gosh, that's cool," and yeah, just a nice guy. And we joked around. Here's the video just to show you, which turned out pretty low key awesome. Why can't I expand that, honey?
I don't know on Facebook. You
Lit-
would probably
Haiti?
have to.
I don't know. I'm not.
How stupid.
You
Why is
probably
it-
have to download it to your phone or the computer.
All right, I'll just do it here. So here's the video. Watch this. And some cool stuff happened, but here's the video. And I didn't know everyone was going to cheer, which is kind of cool. Everyone was really, really positive and very happy. Okay, so then Jason Maris came out, and that was a really good speech, and he did a great job.
The other dude came out.
Oh yeah,
I can't remember his name.
John.
John, look it up. It's the easiest way. I can't remember
It's
his name, and I
John.
can't believe I can't remember his name, which is insane. We're gonna find out for you right now. And he was wearing cowboy boots, and he was a Texas personality, and is also in Southern Virginia, and he's been on radio and stuff. And I know his name.
John Reed.
That's right.
I knew it was John.
Yes, you did. So we had a chance to meet him and start, listen to him. And when I say we were close,
We were like 10 feet away from the stage.
if that.
Like we were close.
Yeah, like it was close. I mean, that is just the best way that I can describe
I sent you one, too.
how incredibly close.
I got photos. I can.
I sent you one
We're
too.
gonna everyone just send me all your photos. That's the key. But
All my photos? Okay.
yeah, send me all the ones that you took. Well, don't go insane, right? Don't go crazy. All right, so let's get to the good stuff. So then Jason Maris came out and they just hammered Jay Jones. I mean, they just destroyed Jay Jones. Ripped. That was the whole speech. Let's get Virginians riled up to get out and vote, so we could basically make this entire election about Jay Jones. And they talked about policy. They did everything, but it was all red meat tonight. Most assuredly red meat. Oh yeah, we're taking donations, by the way, if you want to. thedumbshow.com/donate. Don't feel obligated. This is extra time. I mean, it's up if you want to. Great.
I'll put the link in.
Yeah. So Jason Maris is good. He's so much like he was during the debates, and he crushed it. He did a great job. And then it was time for Governor Youngkin to come out. So let's go ahead and watch that, and then we'll talk about what happened. Which, let me just tell you, not only was this an amazing time for the Dumb Show, but it was an incredible time for the future of my daughter.
I'm gonna cry.
Okay, so it was really cool, and I can't explain to you how cool it was. So we'll break that in a minute. Let's just do this. Well, let's put her on ice. So here is the entry. You're going to see us right here. You can see right where Jason Maris' head is. You're going to see me with a Higgins sign, and then Hayden.
See us. You can't see your mouse on the picture.
Yeah,
I know. I see.
There you go.
So here's Dad. Yes, I'm tall. If you guys want to figure out how tall I am, there it is. There's me. There's Haiti, and there's Mom, Olivia. And yes, Hayden is ready to pass Olivia in height.
No, I'm not. I'm 5'2". She's
There's
5'4".
and behind me is the Green Beret, and
Yeah.
you just tell They got two military guys right behind. I mean, you just tell we're both the exact same size. So we're right there. So you can watch us there. Here's the speeches. We're gonna do Winsome Sears and Governor Youngkin's because they were that good, and
Yes,
it
they
was outstanding. Here it is.
Gentlemen, please welcome the 74th Governor of the great Commonwealth of Virginia, Glenn Youngkin.
That's why I whip out my phone real quick and record.
Yeah, I did too.
Never been a sinner, I never sinned. I got a friend in Jesus. So you know that when I die, it's gonna set me up, the spirit in the sky. Oh, set me up, the spirit in the sky.
Yeah, Thomas, we're on. I got to get past the music.
Winsome, Earl, Sears, our next governor. We are going to elect John Reed, our next lieutenant governor. We are going to elect Jason Miyares again as our great attorney general. And we are going to elect Gary Higgins and send him back to Richmond to stand strong for us.
There's about 300
By the way,
people
every
there.
other Republican on that ballot, vote for him. Ladies and gentlemen, we have
It was about 300 people. This is a last push. This is to get to the rural areas on the western side of Virginia. And by doing this, they literally hit, I don't know, 25, 30 towns. So this is going to be on local media, and this opens it up at a very well-known campus. And this is the last time they'll be on the west side of Virginia. So it didn't matter how many people were there. This was to get the fat cats. There's a lot of money there. A lot of fat cats and people who, do well in this town there to kind of just be the last hurrah until they go into the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday blitz, which is they're going to hit Fairfax, they're going to hit Richmond, they'll probably go to Vaughan Beach, and hit those areas, Annapolis, in order to go ahead and get those votes out. So they've spent a lot of time in Southern Virginia and Southwest Virginia over the last few days. This was to get Nova, and Sunday will be Ashburn, and then they're just going to make the trek all the way down to Vaughan Beach, and they'll probably stay in Richmond, which is where the governor's mansion is, and probably watch the results from there, I would assume. But we have good news. So I know everybody wants to hear it now, but that's not the way it's going to work because we're in a slow roll. Here it is.
real challenges ahead of us if it doesn't go that way. I view this as a moment where we're standing at a fork in the road. That moment where we can choose.
Mom, they want to know where Ethan is.
Birthday party.
He's at a birthday party.
He doesn't even know we went.
Oh yeah, he's gonna kill us.
He's gonna be so pissed. Like he's gonna be high key mad. It's not gonna be low.
You used that term correctly.
I'm so gonna wait to tell him until he gets home. And
I'm gonna wait till
guys can tell him.
tomorrow. He'll be like, "Where'd you get the hats?" I'm like,
I'll just say that I don't know if I can say his name. I'll just say that my boyfriend got him for us because he knows that.
I'm not going to lie to anyone. I don't know. We're going to tell him the truth. Let's watch the video. Here we go.
You can choose to either go down the right fork where there's light or the left fork where there's dark.
The race is
that
Tuesday,
simple.
November 4th.
It is light and dark. And right now we have a choice because we were granted, I believe, one of the greatest.
James says, so this is a Virginia political ad? No, this is us having a very amazing evening that is doused in politics, and we're trying to share it with you.
Gifts ever given, which is to live in the United States of America and have a chance to elect our leaders. Elections have consequences. You get to choose which fork in the road we're going to take. And ladies and gentlemen, we have to go down the right light fork. That's what we have to do. We have to
He was
get this done
magnetic.
on Tuesday.
I mean,
the consequences can be fabulous.
He's
They
amazing.
can be dire.
And
What we've seen over
at
the
the,
last 4 years
I won't say
is
what the
when
end,
we
but
choose to
it
go
was
down the right
he
fork, when
he
we
is
chase
good.
Common sense,
His
conservative
tempo,
values,
he
Virginia
built the
thrives.
crescendo, and then
My friends, the
it
4
was
years
he
before
brought
us
the
and
house
4
down.
years before that, when Virginians were down the wrong path, Virginia suffered. We were literally bottom of the chart in job growth. We were 20-year higher murder rate. Our kids, 4th and 8th grade, had the highest learning loss in the nation coming out of the pandemic. Parents were pushed out of their children's lives, and students were taught what to think, not how to think. My friends, that was the Virginia And in 2021, we made a huge decision together to choose the right fork in the road, to go down that path and revitalize a Virginia that we know must do.
Did you notice how many Make America Great Again hats? Like they put all MAGA behind there, so they would get the MAGA support without saying it. Virginia's very picky, and it's really iffy. So strategically, they put all the MAGA people back there, which makes sense. And because, you know, it's clear that you know, MAGA's supporting Sears, but she can't politically run on that. But that's very, very clear that all the MAGA hats are right there.
One thing for this nation, and that is lead, not follow. We've been doing it from the very founding of this great country. And here we are again. It's time for us to lead again, right now, to demonstrate that we are going to reject political violence, and we're going to send Jay Jones back where he belongs, which possibly could be jail. That's what we're going to do. We're going to reject Abigail Spamberger and send her back where she belongs, which is about back home. Just go back home. And we are going to reject Ghazala Hashmi because she is the most liberal leftist.
All right, so that is that's the first part of this. This was oh god, the lighting, dude. Seriously, we look like ghoulish. I'll put that in black and white. That'll look good in black and white. That will look good in black and white, McKenna. That's
I like certain photos in black and white.
That's how close we were.
Yeah, that's not zoomed in.
No, that's like we were right there. And it was a very intimate place for sure. But we were shocked. We didn't think we were going to get a seat.
Yeah, because we pulled in. It was supposed to start at 6:15, and we pulled in at like 6:05.
Yeah, and the support was good, to be honest. But it's an intimate place, you know. There's Livy and Hayden.
That's a good picture of us.
That's a great picture of you. You guys always take great pictures. You're so photogenic.
Oh my gosh! Wait, my friend is watching.
That's great.
Who's your
My friend Molly. Hi, I love you.
Molly, say something in chat.
Yeah, she's on YouTube.
Oh, that's fine. She can talk on
We're
YouTube.
on
We'll be able to
YouTube?
see it.
Right, YouTube's right here.
See, here, we'll just type it. Watch this. I'll be like, hi,
Molly, comment something.
No, I got her. Tell her it's right there. Hi, Molly. There's Hayden looking glamioso in her hat. And they took, we'll talk about that. That's a good pic. That's cute. And let's see what else we got. Yes, this is live, Courtney. Oh, that's a good pick, Haiti.
Really?
Yeah, that's a good
I like that one.
That one's a good one. We're going to go right to Winsome Sears right after this. And then there's Higgins. We saw that. Okay, so this was awesome, and this brought the house down. We're going to go into, and we are sitting all the way to the right. You guys will be able to see us several times. Oh, you're going to see this right now. Watch this.
Oh my gosh, I'm right there clapping.
I know.
I'm like screaming.
Virginia's history. May God bless you.
This was
May
great.
he keep you.
I
May he
love
shine his
that he
face
did the blessing.
Oh my gosh.
The blessing was amazing.
I want to talk so bad.
You can talk in a
you,
second.
and most importantly, may he continue to bless the great Commonwealth of Virginia. God bless you all. Thank you.
America, sweet America.
We're going to get copyright struck on this.
You know,
Now look at Hayden.
shed his grace on
And then Hayden, what did I say to you?
You said I'll go get you to talk to him.
I said you want to meet him.
No, you said you want to meet him. I said yes.
And I said,
yes.
all right. And of course, security let me down. It was great.
Oh my god.
yes, he did. Heavy brotherhood.
I wonder if they're gonna show it.
They'll show it.
They'll show it.
Shine and see. You know, I wish I had somebody to come and sing this.
There you are.
I didn't tell you how good it was. But all the dummies saw it, Haiti, and they're like, Hayden was like right there. So I didn't want to tell you how good it was.
Oh my god.
Let me go back to it. Hold on.
I'm gonna start crying.
All right, here it is. Because look, he looks at me right here, and I go like this. And I'm like, I look, and I go like this, and I point right at Hayden, and he gives me a watch him. You'll see him look and do it. Right here. He looks right at me, and he sees me, and I point at Hayden. And he didn't, he didn't let her go for the entire time.
I'm taking pictures the whole time. So are you.
He didn't let her hand go once. Now, I came up to him at that point and I said, this little girl is going to do special things and she wants to do it with you. And I said, Governor, finish your job 2028. And he goes, you got it. That's all he said.
There you are.
And then I said, thank you for doing everything you did for our children. And he goes, you're welcome. And that was it. So now Hayden.
I'm crying.
I know.
It's exciting for you. I'm very proud of you.
So walk us through it. I mean, what did you say to him? And now you need to give the back. Do you want me to give the backstory, or are you okay to give it?
No, you can give it because I'm crying.
So Hayden has recently. There's two major changes in her life, and the first one is that she has found God, and that is probably the most profound change. But with that comes an unyielding dedication to conservative politics. She is a staunch conservative, socially liberal like her dad, and we did not push her into this. In fact, she was a bloomin' liberal 2.5 years ago.
Exactly.
And we let her be whoever she wanted to be, but she's found her path, and she absolutely admires the living hell out of Glenn Youngkin because he defends kids' rights, and especially in school, and her identity as a woman is important. So she told me, Dad, I know what I want to do in 2018. I want to work for Governor Youngkin in his presidency if he runs. And so after that introduction, she says to him, and this is the conversation. Go for it.
So I really, really, really wanted to meet him. I didn't even know he was going to be talking at this. I found out that he was going to be talking when they said his name, like when he walked out. And I swear I almost like peed myself. I was like, I'm going to be in the same room as Glenn Youngkin. And so I immediately got my phone out and I started recording. And then he looked at me with the volleyball in his hand, and he didn't throw it to me, threw it to a kid up top. And he looked at me.
I beat up the kid and stole the ball. We have it.
No, we don't. And I was screaming and waving at him. And he didn't like acknowledge me, but he looked at me. And so I was like really, really happy. And then near the end of his speech, my dad goes, do you want to meet him? And I go, yes, I want to meet him. Yes. And he went, okay. And then he comes down off the stage. He starts shaking everybody's hand. And then my dad's like, go down there. And I'm like, really? And he's like, go down there and go and talk to him. And so
and then she turns around and she goes, can you come with me?
Yeah. I got halfway down the stairs and then I froze. I was like, can you come with me?
And of course I was going to come with her.
And so he comes with me. And I'm like, I go down there and he looks at Dad and then he looks at me. And he comes out to shake my hand and I go to shake his hand. And I go, hi, Mr. Youngkin. And he goes, hi. And I go, I'm Hayden McKenna Spear. I'm 15 years old and I'm a huge supporter of the Republican Party. And I really, really admire you. And I don't know if you're ever planning on running again, but if you are, I would very, very much like to be involved. And he was like, I can't remember like what exactly he said.
This is cool because this is true.
He
and this man keeps his promises. He doesn't break his word. He went,
I will find a way for us to work together sometime. And I went, really? And he went, yes, you're 15, right? And I said, yeah. And he goes, that's not that far away. And I go, yeah, I'll be 18 by 2028 for the next election. And he was like, okay, I will find a way to keep us in contact. I will talk to you after the event. And I was like, okay.
He said, I will talk to you after the event.
He said, I will talk to you after the event. And I was like, I was about to break down, and I was like, okay.
But you were so poised. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were starstruck, but you're just so damn
were,
confident,
yeah.
and you command a room, and you were just like, you said it. You weren't intimidated by him at all. You looked him right in the eye, and you held his hand.
And we were like
he would not let her go.
We shook hands, and like I tried to because I was like, okay, we're just gonna do a handshake. He did not let me go.
Yeah.
And we sit there, and for the 30-second conversation that we had, we like held like shaking hands like that.
He didn't let her go once.
And I was like, oh my goodness. And I went, okay, I'll talk to you after. And then he looked at my dad, and then my dad said something about the 2028 election, and then he was like, yeah. To running in 2028.
So at that point, he knew who I was. So either he's seen the show or seen it, but there were rumors that I'm not. This is not arrogance. I'm not. This isn't arrogance. But the rumors were that we were in house, and it got around really quick because people started recognizing us and saying things like, oh my God, you look so familiar. Who are you? What organization are you with? And I'm like, well, I'm with the Don't Unfriend Me show. And like, oh my God, I saw one of your videos today. I saw, so it started getting around, and it was a small theater. So people were watching. The Veteran First group was there too. We made a connection with them. They came up to me and they're like, dude, Don't Unfriend Me show. He knew who I was. So we saw multiple people. So it felt like that. So Youngkin has obviously in the last 5 years seen the show. It's Virginia, for gosh sakes. And we're all over Virginia. So when I said that to him, and I'm like, listen, 2028, and he's like, and he said, thank you. So then we went through, we'll stop there and we'll talk about Winsome Sears and how that went. So Winsome Sears came out and the place went nuts and it was awesome.
Yeah, she was great.
So do you guys want to watch it and then we'll talk about Winsome Sears?
Yeah.
We're not done. This got, you guys don't understand. This got
at the end of the thing, like I'm going to start crying talking about what happened at the end of the thing.
You guys have no idea what just took place. Like if you think this is good, just wait because it's about to get better. And if it's okay, honey, I'm going to say our part first because your part's super special.
Yeah.
Here is the rest of the event and when Winsome Sears came out. We may not play everything she did, but if you're not voting for this lady, you need to because she's freaking hilarious.
Yes, she is.
She's like so funny.
Oh, she's amazing.
Firecracker.
Yeah, here it is. She had great energy, man.
Where do I even start? I'll take you there. That's right, Governor. Thank you very much. Folks, we've got an election in 2 days and a wake up. Are you ready? Are you ready? You saw that flag that I brought out. That's our Virginia flag. And we need leaders who are worthy of representing that flag. And Jay Jones is not worthy of representing that flag. You know who is? Jason Miyares is worthy of representing that flag. Yes.
It's good news, Bobby.
It's great news.
We've got to win this November. We haven't come this far to only go this far. And we've got to make sure we get our Lieutenant Governor nominee, John Reed, in. He is worthy. He is worthy of representing that flag. That flag was a hard-won flag. People lost their lives in the...
By the way, real quick, for the podcaster from Pennsylvania, and I know you were there because you peeped us, and I know who you are. I'm not going to give you any props. Anytime you want to go ahead and debate all that bowl sugar muffins that you were spewing, you can come on this show. And I would love for you to try. I just got a little wind of what you were talking about, and like a typical Democrat, complete lies. But you know who you are. You know who we are. I saw you. You saw me. I know you know who I am. Anytime you want to bring that Pennsylvania noise into Virginia, bring it on down. We would love to have that debate. So offers open, because I know you're watching. Just saying. Wimp. Liar.
Defense of our great America. And that's why that flag represents what Ben Franklin said. Either we hang together or we will certainly hang separately. And we are not going back to the former practices before you hired us. Folks, forward is the only way I know.
James, you're
forward.
good. Relax.
There's only
All
darkness
good.
back there, and Abigail Spanberger represents the darkness. We've had enough of that. We've had enough of that. When my opponent says that when it comes to her candidate for Attorney General saying that 2 bullets to the head for his political opponent, and that the wife of his political opponent was breeding, quote unquote, fascists, and that they needed to die too, the 2 children, and all she says is, well, she is disgusted, and then she is unhappy. Unhappy, Abigail? Wait a minute.
This is great.
Unhappy, Abigail? About murder? How about you get a backbone and tell him he needed to get out of the race? How about you do that?
So one of the things that I noticed, and I don't know if you guys noticed, and I guess I low-key noticed, is Governor Winsome Sears is low-key hot.
She is pretty.
Up close, she's beautiful. Like, the cameras don't do her justice. She is a beautiful woman.
And her daughter, we met her youngest daughter. Her
she's
daughter
a knockout too. Just like her. Just like her.
Just a younger version of her. And she's super cool. Hey,
I got a photo with her daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was awesome, but she's very pretty. And I was just taken aback because she was so, and what's funny is like when she was out there, you'll hear her, she goes, I heard you when we met her, because she mentioned the Marine Corps. And I was like, hoo-yah. And then there was a couple hoo, and there was, an ooh-ah. There was a couple Marines. And so you had Army, you heard Army, Marines, and Navy do the shout. And of course, Navy's hoo-yah. And Marine Corps and Army all have different tonality in how they do it. But she goes, I see you, I hear you. It was hilarious. So here it is. Super chat, $5. How the heck isn't Winsome leading in the polls? She should be smashing a 2-digit lead based on this alone. I think the polls are soft. She's going to have a fight. It's going to be a fight. Spanberger's got a lot of money, but I think she's got momentum on her side. Here's the rest of this real quick. We're going to put in that donation. So I guess we're taking donations tonight? Yeah? Okay. All right. We're taking donations tonight. All right. Let's rock and roll.
Because now it makes me wonder, are Republicans going to be safe under Jay Jones? Are Republicans going to be, and we shouldn't have to wonder. We shouldn't have to wonder
just
that.
Texted me, and quote, Sears is low-key hot, end quote, I'm dying.
Yeah. Well, she is a beautiful woman. I'm just saying. I was.
She goes, I'm cackling. What?
That's funny.
Here we are wondering.
All right, we're gonna move forward a little bit.
That switch, I want something to happen. Going home. They're going home. They're going home. And that's why I also have more than 81 plus sheriffs who are supporting me. They've endorsed me and not Abigail because they know she doesn't care about them. She has taken money from the AOC's PAC, which said, sign here that you're going to defund the police. And she voted against them when she voted against, well, she voted for the Justice and Policing Act, which said this: we're going to defund the police and we're going to get rid of their qualified immunity, which means you take this job, you go out on a call, anything happens, your house can be taken, your bank account, every asset that you have. Would you keep that job? No. And that's why law enforcement has said, Win some if you don't win, which we will. But if you, they say they're not staying. Folks, Tuesday's coming. Tuesday's coming. How many of you have already voted? Woo!
I
Look at
raised
that.
my hand.
Awesome. Well, you know you can't vote twice, right?
Dad shouted Democrats can.
And she laughed.
Oh, wait, go back. Go back. Did
Okay,
they hear
so
you?
I don't know if you can hear it, but she goes, "You can't vote twice." I'm like, "Democrats can," and she turned around and laughed.
Win some if you don't win, which we will. But if you, they say they're not staying. Folks, Tuesday's coming. Tuesday's coming. How many of you have already voted? Woo! Look at that. Awesome. Well, you know you can't vote twice, right?
She turns around
What
and
I
laughs.
want you to do, what I want you to do is make sure you find some friends who haven't voted and tell them this is not about the next 4 years. This is about past that, the future. We've got to cement the wins that we've gained. And with them and with you, we will. We need more than the other person. We are going to make the darkness on Tuesday tremble. That's what we're going to do with that win. That's what we're going to do. Because it's darkness. It's darkness that Abigail Spanberger voted to keep men in girls' locker rooms. It's darkness. It's darkness. You know, as I said before, you've got to be worthy of that flag. We want you to keep your own money in your pocket. It's darkness for the government to keep taking your money from you. We want you to make sure that you're safe and secure. It is darkness to be soft on crime, to let criminals out, to have no cash bail. It is darkness, my friends, to decide that you will be forced to join a union if you don't want to, against your will. You know I'm an immigrant to this great country. That's what we left.
Where's
we
she
left
from?
that back there. We must have liberty.
Jamaica?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We are in Patrick Henry College. Give me liberty or give me death. I told you, this is worth fighting for. You are the fighters. It's the government that's of the people, by the people, and for the people. President Lincoln said that. The party of Lincoln understands that. And it's the party of Lincoln that nominated me, an immigrant to this great country, to be lieutenant governor. Thank you for having done that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Charity, I agree.
I love these people.
Oh, I did. Yeah, she heard me say that.
What'd you
So
say?
I got that. You guys don't remember?
So he said, "We love you."
Yeah, and everyone
and then
started
everyone
cheering.
started cheering.
Yeah,
Yep, that's
because you
right.
could hear her. She turned around. Yep. So I got a couple, the quiet spots. I'm like, come on, people, have you guys been to a rally before? So trying to get people to participate a little bit more. You know what I mean? All right.
Great country to be lieutenant. Thank you, Governor. Thank you for having done that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love these people. You know, this really is serious. When I look around and I see all of you and I think there's so many countries that we can't do this. We can't do this. And Jason will tell you that his mom being from Cuba,
Dale Anderson comes in and says, all Republicans are pedophiles. Dude, you look like
Yes, I'm a pedophile. I love children.
Yeah.
I'm dating a child. I love children. They're so hot. They're so great. I have a foot fetish too. Did you know that about me, Dale?
God, you are your father's daughter.
Dale looks like, dude, you cannot even go 50 yards in front of a high school. It looks like you ride a van and you have mirrored sunglasses, brah. Seriously. Like you are low key kid toucher. Come on, man. Look at that picture.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that picture. That's hilarious. Look at you, dude.
Molly goes, I'm a child. I feel targeted.
She's great. We need to meet her.
Dude, you're getting laughed at.
She needs to get on this. She needs to call in.
Dale, you're getting mocked by 3 generations of people. That's how pathetic you are. Get a haircut, you fucking hippie. All right, here we go. Let's watch the rest.
Couldn't do this. And in so many countries, there was a time in the country that I was born in, we couldn't do it either. Not this and then go home and go to sleep. No, because you wondered who would be coming. And so we must never lose this. There are politicians, and I'm finishing up. There are politicians.
She's like, I'm finishing up. It's like everyone's there for her.
And they like us to be against each other because then they ride in on their horse and they're going to save us. But we don't need saving. No, we need them to get out of our way so that we can do what we need to do. And that is make Virginia the best place to live and work and raise a family. We need these politicians to stop turning us against each other. We don't need that. We want our children to grow up together, to love each other. We don't need that kind of politics anymore. We've seen enough violence. We've seen enough of that nonsense. My opponent, she's for nonsense. And I'm for common sense. Common sense that works. Less taxes, safety, more jobs. Folks, we need these politicians to let the wounds of the past heal.
It was a great speech.
Keep picking at the scab.
It was a great stump
scab.
speech.
And yet here I am, second in command in the great Virginia, second in command in what was then the former capital of the Confederacy. Don't tell me America hasn't moved on. Don't tell me America hasn't changed. We can be anything we want to be. We can and we will and we must. Abigail Spanberg.
Computer.
I don't know. Let me see what happened.
Computer.
I don't know what's going on. Working a second ago. All right. Well.
Refresh.
Yeah, refresh it and reload. Luckily, we've got play-by-play here.
Oh, we got a WeatherTech gift card.
Oh, I muted it. No commercial for you. Tommy, that's okay. You have a long beard. You can do whatever you want. You're not going around and calling kids pedos. I mean, how stupid can you be? All right.
I need to go back and screen record that response because that was
Being a high-level athlete.
All right, hold on. What the name of Cthulhu?
What happened on C-SPAN?
Oh, we got a WeatherTech gift card.
Shut up.
I love WeatherTech.
Do you even know what WeatherTech is?
No idea.
No idea.
No idea.
No idea. All right, here we go.
And they're going to save us. But we don't need saving. No, we don't need that kind of moved on. Don't tell me America hasn't changed. We can be anything we want to be. We can and we will and we must. Abigail Spanberger and her crew will turn us back. We've been there. We're not going back. Forward is the only way I know. We need our great Attorney General, Jason Miyares. Come on up here.
All right, so hang tight because we got some
Reed,
things to announce.
I'm going to start crying again.
Okay.
Gary Higgins as our delegate. Come on
Don't
up
worry.
here.
Daryl won't bother you anymore, sweetie.
You started this this whole thing. We need our great governor, Glenn A. Youngkin. God bless
Hayden in
you.
the background.
I'm actually
Virginia.
screaming in the back.
Thank you all.
I love Glenn Youngkin. He waves at me here somewhere. He was waving at me.
Yeah, it was right before that when they panned out. Thank you, Charity. Appreciate your donation. Excuse me.
I'm down there waiting for him. Oh, he's talking to me here. He's talking to me.
All right. So we need to go in and tell you what this conversation is about. You can see Governor Youngkin and I are talking right there. So I'm going to say my part first. That way you can get to yours. So he came over directly to us and saw Hayden and I there and looked right at me. And I don't remember what I said to him. Oh, he goes, hey, let's you and I keep in touch in the future. We need to keep in touch. And of course, I'm kind of like, why? And I could see that what looked to be, I don't think campaign manager. I think he's a personal PA. So he's probably the body man for.
No, Brian.
Yeah.
Brian was the campaign manager. I'm like pretty sure.
No, he's not. He's the body man.
Okay.
I just looked at his card. He's deputy chief of staff.
Cool.
He is.
I knew that.
He is most assuredly the body man.
I definitely knew that, trust.
So chief of staff essentially is, it's a very nice way to say head secretary, but there's so much more than that. Chief of staff is super important. So it basically, if you don't know the chief of staff, you're not getting in to see Youngkin. So Youngkin comes up to me and he gives me like a big handshake, huge. And he goes, let's keep in touch. And I want to get your contact information, please. And I want you to give it to Brian. Is that his name?
Mm-hmm. Brian.
Yeah, give it to Brian. And I said, okay. And Brian was right there. So Brian then stepped in. And then he says, Brian goes, Governor knows who you are and really wants to speak with you and talk to you. And I'm like, okay. So I immediately know that somebody put him in the air that we were in the house. And I gave him my card. And then Governor Youngkin didn't move on. He stayed right there and watched this exchange with Brian. And I look up at him. I'm like, listen, I got to say it. I really want you on my podcast. And he goes, I would absolutely love to. Straight up, Hayden heard him. And he goes, we'll make that happen. And I look at Brian, and Brian's like, yeah, absolutely. I got your information. We need to stay in contact. And that is the interaction with. Oh, and then he after he was done meeting someone, he looked over and he goes, thank you so much, and that was it. So, and I said, and then I said one more thing. I said, Governor, I said, you need to run in 2028, and he just gave me a smile. That was it. He just went like, he didn't say anything, but that's huge. Okay, so then we got to find out what happened with Hayden, and here it is. Go ahead.
So, I walk down there, and I shake his hand again, and again we are shaking hands this entire exchange, and I think he said he exchanged first. He remembered my name. He said Hayden, right? And I said yeah, and I said I would very, 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 very much like to be a part of any campaign that you're doing. I love running campaigns. I love the Republican Party, and I'm very interested in working with you. And he was like, I'm very interested in working with you too. I will find a way for us to work together. I promise that we will work together at one point. He looked around for like a parent, and he looked at my dad, and he goes, can you go get your dad to give his number to Brian? That way we can keep in contact and we can work together on my next campaign. And I lost it. I started like stuttering, but I was like yes, and then I went and told Dad, and then that's when that whole exchange happened. And I talked to Governor Youngkin like a few more times, like just like a thank you and a like I look forward to working with you. And at the end he was like he said I look forward to hearing from you and working with you in the future. And then he talked to my dad, and
that's right here in this video. You can see we're right here. We're talking at this point. And then he came in and big handshake, and it was just awesome. But the thing is that, you know, Hayden wants to major in political science now. And I told her, I said, this is a massive opportunity for you where every month. I want to go to Liberty
and major.
Yeah, you should write him every month and give him an update on where you are with your grades. And if you want to go in the Air Force Academy, there's your ticket.
Yeah. Get him to write my letter of recommendation.
Well, Senator has to do it, but he'll reach out to Tim Kaine or one of these guys and you'll get signed off. But it's not about that. You have to exchange ideas. And what you should do is tell him what you're adamant about. You are absolutely a fervent supporter for pro-life.
Yes.
You're a fervent supporter for no men and women's sports and in dressing rooms and bathrooms. And you've got some very specific, Hayden, you could go up on stage and talk about these things with the way you are able to communicate. As a 14 or 15-year-old girl, that is good as gold for a political candidate. So this is huge for you. It's absolutely huge for you.
A really big deal.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
So
and then
we're not done. We're not even close to done. We're not even
we
close.
talked to win some Sears.
Yeah,
like,
which also is really freaking cool. So
she is so nice. She hugged me and kissed me on the cheek.
Oh yeah,
I'm never watching my face again. She kissed me on the cheek.
I hugged her too. She was great.
Yeah, it was an awesome night. Here's Win Some Sears with Hayden, and she even moved past the barrier for us. And it was just awesome. We got a shot with all of us, and we got to see her. And same thing happened. I told her, I'll just tell you what I told her real quick. I just said I'm a huge fan. Got to win, and I love the change in your messaging, and how you're doing it now, and your energy is fantastic, and you're trending. And I think you have a really good chance. It's going to be tight. It's going to be real tight. It's going to be tight. And if she can break the 5% mark early, she has a really good chance. She's got to keep it within 5 points. If it goes past 3.5 points, she's probably not going to win. If she can keep it early, 35 minutes to an hour into the race, keep it at that 3.5, she has a really good chance of polling once all the rest of the rural counties come in. But if Alexandria, Norfolk, Vaugh Beach, Richmond, Fairfax, Annapolis, not Richmond, excuse me, all come in early and she's at 5, the chances of closing that gap are going to be pretty small. So we got to hope for a 2.5% would be nice. And I think she'll catch her. Anything higher than that, it's going to be really hard. So we're going to be here live. We're going to watch it. But I did ask her to come on the podcast. And she's like, oh, and she started looking around for her aide. And she goes, we have to make that happen. I said, Miss Sears, we've got 40,000 Virginians who watch this show. We got to get you on. And she's like, we have to make that happen. And that was it. So gave them a card and that was it. What did she say to you?
So I gave her,
Oops, hold on. Sorry about that. I don't know what just happened. Yeah, I got it. Go ahead. Just start talking.
So, I gave her a card, and
thank you, Joanne. $10, honey. When you see the number come up, hold on a second. Joanne Townsend, $10. Thank you all for what you do. No problem. And we weren't even expecting donations tonight, so we're just here because we're really excited. So, yeah, it costs us money to stream, but honestly, we're just excited. Go ahead.
So I gave her a card. And
this is so funny.
This is hilarious. I gave her a card, and then her security took it out of her hands. She glared at the security, and then she signaled for me to give her another one. And so I gave her another card. The security took it out of her hands again, and then said, "Miss Sears, you cannot take anything from anyone." And then she went, "Oh, I'm fine," like in the most Southern accent ever. She went, "Oh, I'm fine." And then she took another one and they tried to take it again. She would not let them have it. She stuffed it under her shirt. She would not let them have it. I don't know if they got it or not, but she probably still has that card.
Yeah, so she was really cool and multiple photographs. Then the staff took us to the car. And go ahead, Liv. You haven't said much, and I mean, this is huge for you too. So I'm sorry.
I never met Youngkin, so that was all you guys. So
and I had to because it was Hayden.
No, I know that. I don't care. I'm more proud of you, and I'm happy that you got to do it. I stood back because I wanted it to be about you. No, I talked to her daughter. What was her name? Jolene?
Joanne?
Janelle?
It was a J.
I think it was Jolene or Janelle. I'm not sure.
It wasn't Jolene. I think it was Janelle.
Yeah, she is super cool, and she looks just like her mother. And I told her that because she was standing there. I'm like, "Are you her daughter?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm her youngest." And I'm like, "You look just like her."
Oh yeah, they look identical.
Dejan. There's Dejan, 27 years old. Is that right?
She said she's the youngest daughter.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's not her.
Janelle.
Okay.
There's Katla, Janelle. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Janelle.
Katla and Janelle.
She was there.
I got a photo with Janelle.
Oh yeah, post it.
I'll look for it. You sent it to me, right?
Did I?
I don't know. She can't take business cards because there's a few reasons. One is that it's unsecured, and there could be
like trackers.
No, that's no. Let me explain, honey. Let me answer. Okay. I love you, but you don't know what you're talking about. So mainly fentanyl. You have a card that's laced with fentanyl for someone who has a high resistance to that, and she touches that, she's dead. There are toxins that people can put on cards. There's just ways to transfer things that you don't want. Someone could be extremely sick, and that's a great way to catch something. Yes, there are possible ways to hand something that is nefarious. So Hayden's right. Not really a tracker. That's not worried about it, but really human to contact with some sort of virus or some sort of chemical that could hurt the governor. So Secret Service is going to ensure that she doesn't take anything. The last thing is that when you take something, it allows for and I don't mean to be graphic here, but I just want to answer this properly. When someone extends their hand to grab something, a shake is a little bit different. But when you're going to take something from somebody, it's a distractive property, and it allows them to possibly, in the other hand, have a weapon of some sort or to do something to you, and it crosses the body, and it makes it harder for Secret Service to go ahead and watch the HVT. So it's just not good. Shaking hands is a little bit different, but you don't want to take anything over and over or anything at all. But shaking hands is just a little bit different. Now, people say, well, shaking hands, what if somebody has a glove or has something? Of course, but you've got to shake hands. You're a politician. That's a necessary risk. But taking things out of people's hands and is not a risk that Secret Service wants you to do. So that's pretty much it. Okay. Go ahead, Katie. What else?
I saw my study hall teacher that I had in 6th grade, and that was really nice. I had no idea.
Oh
she
yeah,
was
they
a
recognized
Republican.
her, right?
I had no idea she was a Republican, but I told her what was going on, and she was like, "Oh my gosh," because I had her 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you told her that you want to go into politics, and she's like, "I'll be your campaign manager."
Oh yeah, she was like, "I'll be your campaign manager. Just hit me up." She gave me her Instagram. She gave me her number. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. So it was awesome. It was a really good experience, and I'm glad we went, and we got some signs. Hayden's got her own sign above her chair that Amy will have now, which text to win 58347. What? Oh
yes.
I got a signed Winsome Sears sign. This is going up in my room.
Yep. So she got a signed Winsome Sears sign, and they gave us.
Ethan's going to murder us.
Yes,
I don't think you understand.
No, it's going to be straight. It's going to be straight up.
He's like
slay.
not going to talk to us
He's
for
gonna
like a week.
He's going to slay. So, and then they gave us like 20.
Yeah, so we've got
lawn
yard signs now.
Yeah, so it was a good event. It was good for the show. We got recognized by a lot of people, which was really cool.
I need to go onto the X page. What was it? What was the veterans?
The Veteran First.
Yeah.
He said he's going to reach out to us and tag us.
He's like, "Can I take your guys' picture?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "We're going to put it up on our site." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Cool.
So it was fun. It was really a good event, and we had a really fun time with it. And trying to see, hasn't tagged us yet, but I'm sure he will. But anyway, that was pretty much our night. So tomorrow I'm going to go to work with getting Hayden some. Hayden, got a phone.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Sorry, you're what? There's nothing important that you're doing right now. There's literally nothing.
I'm fighting for. It's fine.
You're fighting for what?
Because people are responding to my story and they're like, "Ew, you're a Republican." I'm like, yeah.
Why would you fight them?
I'm just debating with them because now they're like, "You're racist." I'm like, I'm voting for a black candidate. How stupid can you be?
Tell them you're sexist too.
Yeah.
Listen, here's the thing. You got to do your own thing. But there's one thing that I've learned is argue the points, not the points that they bring up. And ask a question. The moment they call you a racist, say, "Why do you think I am? Can you point out a few things that make me seem like a racist to you?" Or why would you think a Jamaican immigrant who was a veteran and is a woman would be a racist? Ask them questions. Don't let them control the dialogue, because really they're just trying to distract. And all they know is very surface level stuff. So when you challenge them and say, "Can you please give me a few policies that she has that are racist? Could you give me a policy that Donald Trump has that's racist? Could you please describe something to me that Donald Trump has done in over 10 years of running for public office that you would consider racist?" Just one. Well, then wouldn't that make you the racist? Because if you're going ahead and turning it around and you're pointing your finger around on me, aren't you going ahead and taking my race and using it against me? That seems racist in itself. Just ask him questions, honey. Don't get into a pissing match. And honestly, you just got to meet the governor. What did they do tonight? That's what I would ask him. What did you guys?
Drunk. It's Hollow weekend.
Yeah. Bobby says, Hayden, ask them to define what a woman is.
There you go.
Ask them to define what a person is at this point.
Well, at least a man and woman. All right. So, final thoughts around the table. Hayden, why don't you go first then?
Olivia,
then I'll go.
This was the best night of my life, and I cried like 4 times, and I'm really, really, really happy.
Okay.
I got to meet the governor, and I got the governor's contact information.
I know. That's pretty cool. I've got it right here. So we'll email him tomorrow, and we got to get him on the show.
Yeah.
That's the key. I
will work on that. I'm joking.
No. You should listen. If you can listen, he probably wants to talk to you, and I don't care about me, but it would be nice to have him on. And wouldn't it be awesome if you could go on with him and ask him some questions, right? And ask him specifically, what does the future look like for my generation? What do we have to do to be successful for this new party?
I have so many questions.
Yeah, you would ask him about Charlie Kirk. You would ask him about the anti-Israel movement. There's a lot of things you're passionate about.
I would ask him, I think the transgender in school and abortion would be my top 2.
Yeah.
And then Israel, that's a big one. But abortion's my biggest thing. Anybody who knows me, I know Molly's watching this right now and is agreeing with me.
It's a great picture, honey. Look at that.
Abortion is my biggest thing. I get into heated debates over that. I got into a heated debate at lunch the other day, which Molly was actually the girl who brought me over to that table.
That's good.
But yeah, I get into heated debates about abortion.
Listen,
I'm confident I could debate anybody who wants to debate me about abortion. Call in, because I'm confident I could.
Listen, the one question that they can never answer is, when does life begin?
Exactly.
And they can't. They'll say heartbeat, and you say, okay, well, heartbeat. Well, then what about the chest cavity, which starts the beginning of the heartbeat? The
heartbeat starts at
somebody
8 weeks.
Tried to deny.
Yeah, but the cavity of the heartbeat starts at 5.
Somebody tried to debate with me that DNA is not created and that it's not a form of life.
What?
Somebody tried to debate with me that DNA is not created and that it's not a form of life.
DNA creates the characteristics of life.
Yeah.
But there is nothing living without some form of characteristic or pattern to their existence. And whether it's at a cellular level, all life has a pattern of genetic structure to its existence, whether it's a plant, whether it's a primate, whether it's an amoeba, is everything that's alive has a properties of genetic disposition and recipes and patterns. You can't say that, but DNA doesn't establish life. What establishes life is conception, and then gestation, and then birth. So the simple question is, when does it begin? Just tell me when it begins. And in any nuance other than the moment that the baby comes out of the birthing canal, then abortion's murder. Because you could say, okay, life begins at 8 months. Okay, so anything posthumous to 8 months is murder. You would agree. And what are the characteristics at 8 months that are life? Well, they're going to say a heartbeat and central nervous system and cardiovascular system. And okay, so you've got the establishment of that immediately at conception because it's all connected to the mother.
Mm-hmm. And that's another thing. I'm trying to like remember how this debate went. She pulled from the Charlie Kirk interview with that one guy where that one guy was saying DNA isn't magical. We know about it. It's not magical. Like she was pulling from that one debate and she was like quoting this guy. And I was like, I've seen this debate too. Like I could just quote exactly what Charlie Kirk said and destroy you. But I made my own argument. And she was saying, well, DNA isn't magical. Like we know about it. But when there's a mother and there's a father and their DNAs fuse at conception with an egg and a sperm to create cells and a living being, then that's life.
Well, scientists agree that life begins at conception. And just because it's not a cognitive life, just because it's not a self-sustaining life, doesn't mean it's not life.
And I hate the argument.
That's like saying if somebody's on life support that they're not alive.
Mm-hmm.
That's a ridiculous notion. A baby is on life support until its gestational period is over and it's ready for birth. That's just the way it is.
I hate the argument of it's just a clump of cells. So everybody's a clump of cells actually. My hair's a clump of cells. My skin's a clump of cells. My brain's a clump of cells. We're made out of cells. It's just the development. It's the first development of the way that we.
Well, the argument from the left on that is that a tumor is what a baby is because it's just a clump of cells. But a clump of cells, no matter how long you wait or what prime conditions you put it in, will not turn into a life. It's just not the way it works. So the characteristics that you talked about, central nervous system, brain patterns, synapses firing, heartbeat,
chromosomes,
lungs,
DNA.
chromosomes, DNA, specifically DNA, which gives the characteristics of the baby. All of those things create life. And most importantly, when they say, well, in God's word, it's the first breath of the baby. Well, understand this, is that the first breath what you're saying is that the baby doesn't take a breath for 9 months, and that's absolutely incorrect. It may not take normal oxygen intake through the lungs and through the mouth and the nose and the nasal cavity, but it is getting oxygen from its mother. And to say that the baby doesn't breathe is a ridiculous notion.
There is oxygen
in the embryonic fluid.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they have hiccups.
Yep.
Hayden was the queen of hiccups.
So it's,
I still am. It's really annoying. I want to die.
No, don't say that. Don't say those words.
Sorry.
So anyway, so that's it. Hey, the rally is on Fox on their Facebook page. I'll send it to you, Matt. Thanks, Tommy. Listen, it was a great night. Liv, you got last word, and then I'll
it was just awesome. So thanks, Hayden, for giving us the push to go, because I was just gonna be lazy tonight, do nothing. So
it did feel really good to go.
Yeah, it did. It was nice to be spontaneous, because I'm not spontaneous. So it was good. And
Yeah,
it was a
fun.
really good night.
We got a couple hats, and we'll have to give Ethan
Do
something.
you like my neon orange hat?
Yeah, you're gonna have to give up something for Ethan. You're gonna have a sacrifice, because he's gonna ask a sacrifice to the gods.
He can take the hat. I'm never gonna wear it.
It looks good on you, though. Surprisingly enough, you should wear it to school.
Do you want me to get shot? Because I feel like that's what would happen.
You're not gonna get shot. Don't say that either. What is up with you with the doom and gloom tonight? You want to?
No, I'm so happy.
Then recalibrate. Don't say those things. We don't need those. All right, I'm proud of you. You had an amazing night. You shined.
No.
Shone.
You shined.
You shunned.
No.
You shoned. You shined. You shined like a diamond.
Shone it like a diamond.
Shoned.
Oh, that sounds weird when I'm like really close to the mic.
That's the way you should be. You should be close to the mic. Like this is how we're supposed to be to the mic. It's supposed to be like this.
I fear I just talk really loud, so if I'm like backed up, then
You're
it's
not.
fine.
But this is honestly, this is how close the mic you should be to this mic. And if you want to get the best range of voice, this is how you do it.
Well, this actually sounds like really good in the headphones.
That's because that's exactly what this mic is supposed to do. Like Liv is way too far away. Like just come up real quick to it and talk normal.
Me?
Yeah.
Hello, testing,
I can hear you so much better.
Yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. I've been a stickler and I've gotten lazy. Like this is not the way we should do the show. If you want full range, and this is how you do the show. So this is the way we should do it from now on. Okay. All right. We're out of here. We'll see you guys on Monday. We're taking the day off because I'm tired. So yeah. So is Ash. She's like, oh. So
she was just whining.
No show tomorrow. Everyone, God bless. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the donations we got. Anything is better than nothing. Yep. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. And we'll talk to you all soon.
Yep.
Bye-bye. Bye, Molly. Thank you for watching. I love you.
Thanks, Molly. Good night, everybody.
Night, guys.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.